Good afternoon and welcome to Wednesday Whispers with Abba Father. Today's word is honor, and I have to say what an honor to actually be able to bring this message to you today. And again, I'm just blown away by what Abba reveals, and I'm sure that it is significant, and I'm sure that it is something. There is something for you that you need to hear today. Please ignore and excuse the door that is like knocking. Okay, so honor. After doing a word study, obviously you know how I do this, usually in the Strong's translation, and I found various words, etc., but something that really stood out for me is honor is heavy. It weighs much. And the words that it's translated into is splendor, magnificence, majesty, glory, beauty, ornament, excellency, a fixed value, countenance, and this one really struck me, a crooked place. And then when I actually went into the Strong's numbers of crooked place, I found that it's used in Isaiah 45 verse 2-3, and I want to read it to you. I will go before thee and make the crooked places straight. This making the crooked places straight means I will break in pieces the gates of brass and cut sunder the bars of iron. Then again, this means, and I will give you the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, the Lord, will call thee, which call thee by name, am the God of Israel. Okay, then this scripture also grabbed me. So that was Isaiah 45, 2-3. Proverbs 31:25. This is a very famous scripture, often used, right? Bold power and glorious majesty are wrapped around her as she laughs with joy over the latter days. This is such a perfect example for me of what honor is. What honor is. It is exactly that. The bold power and glorious majesty wrapped around you as you laugh with joy over the latter days. Then Psalm 91, that's also a scripture often used, verse 15. I will answer your cry for help every time you pray, and you will find and feel my presence even in your time of pressure and trouble. I will be your glorious hero and give you a feast. How beautiful is that? Then the next one, the Proverbs and Psalm I read was from Passion Translation. This 1 Peter 1 verse 7 and 8, I'm reading from the Mirror Translation. This will help you, 1 Peter 1 verse 7-8, this will help you in those difficult times. Think of your belief as something much more precious than any possible evaluation of gold. Remember that fire does not destroy the metal, it reveals it. Now, even gold is an inferior comparison to faith. Gold as a currency has only temporal and unpredictable value. It fluctuates as the market changes. Now, in the same way, that fire reveals gold. Your faith in the midst of contradiction makes Jesus Christ visible and give you much reason to testify with stories. This is what has permanent value. Okay, then verse 8. So even though, okay, I'm cutting a bit out. You are leaping with indescribable and exuberant joy as you hold him in high esteem. In this place of joy, that place of fully understanding what it means to abide in Jesus, and so that your soul can be on that same page. That place of joy You are beyond the reach of any harm. Joy gives your faith a voice, announcing the perfection of your soul's salvation. Wow, okay. So then I started writing in the sense of putting it into my own words for myself. And I wrote this: the opposite of honor is average and cowardice, meaning not pressing through the darkness, not facing your fears, not dealing with trauma, not investing the time in helping the different versions of yourself being captivated by trauma to come home. So to not then press through that difficult times to find the treasure that Abba Father has already given, that he's talking about in Isaiah 45, 2-3. Honor means being able to laugh at the future, not fearing anything because your soul understands the weight, the honor of abiding in Jesus, in the sense of everything is in his hands. Everything. He has your best interest at heart. He created you. You are a part of him. He loves you on a level that nobody else can understand and nobody else can copy. Okay? Honor is knowing you have a father, a glorious hero, and a cook that prepares a feast. Wow. And for me, that is like overwhelming me with muchness. And now my question is, how many times have you found yourself believing, oh, you are too much, too sensitive, too this, too that? That kind of talk and criticism needs to go. Pack it in a box and throw it out the window. Okay? So, in this deep, exuberant joy, you are beyond the reach of any harm. So that is honor to me. And I mean, it's so close to beauty. Every single, well, not every, yeah, basically every single word in the Strong's that honor was translated, the Hebrew word of honor was translated to, there was always a beauty as an option. Beauty is also everywhere. So if you haven't watched The Beauty for Ashes, that's last week's message. Do yourself a favor and watch that one as well, because it's so linked to this in the sense of, I call you, dear legitimate child of God, to stand up and walk into your purpose, which is upside down of what we think it is. We are supposed to face our fears and our traumas because that's in the soul that's kind of hindering us hindering us to experience him fully on the level that our spirits are already able to. Okay, I hope you have a blessed Wednesday.